how to use LLCs to own and protect your real estate. The primary tool we use is the LLC, and I'll explain why it's essential. And I became friends with a famous public speaker on real estate investing as well. Really worked himself to the bone, worth $18 million in his 20s. But what he didn't know was asset protection. Now, before I met him, he put all of his properties into one company, got into a hairy lawsuit, and the lawsuit took everything. I mean, everything, since he had all of his eggs in the same basket. If he had everything in separate LLCs, the lawsuit against one property wouldn't have taken all of them. He had to file bankruptcy. This guy was wiped out down to zero because this one lawsuit took him down. Now, the brick wall here of your LLC provides two forms of protection: inside protection and outside protection. Inside protection shields you from liabilities from within the LLC, where outside protection guards your personal assets from external claims. For example, you own a property through an LLC and somebody gets injured on that property, the liability is confined within the LLC. Conversely, if you are personally sued, say due to a car accident, and all of your assets are in your name, you become a target for creditors. States like Delaware and Wyoming offer superior charging order protection, preventing creditors from seizing your LLC interest directly. Anonymity is another critical aspect. States like Wyoming and Nevada provide for anonymity for LLC owners, making it difficult for potential litigants to trace assets back to you. However, you can still achieve protection by layering ownership through an LLC in a state with strong protection like Wyoming. Okay, now let's talk about taxation. LLCs offer flexibility in how they are taxed. You can choose to be taxed as a corporation, a partnership, a disregarded entity, or an S corporation. Each option has different tax implications for your tax returns and asset protection strategy. So when a lawsuit comes knocking, you show both the land trust and the assignment of beneficial interest over to the LLC. Anonymity. That's another critical factor in asset protection. By keeping your name off the public records, you make it harder for potential litigants to find out what you own, thereby reducing the likelihood of a lawsuit. States like Wyoming and Nevada offer the ability to set up LLCs with nominee managers or officers who appear in the public records instead of you. So this creates a veil of anonymity that can be a powerful deterrent against lawsuits. Now, when it comes to grouping properties into LLCs, a common question is how many properties should go into one LLC. So this decision depends on various factors, including the value of the properties, the equity of each property, and your risk tolerance. For example, if you own multiple properties with significant equity, it might make sense to put each property into a separate LLC to minimize the risk, and that's what we usually recommend. Conversely, if the properties have lower equity, it might be okay to group them together to simplify management and reduce administrative costs.